We like to focus on one or two projects that we've heard through management or our record labels saying, hey, this artist is looking for music. They're going to start a next album cycle or whatever. So for like 3-4 months, we'll literally focus on and write 2-3 dozen songs and tracks just for that artist and just keep sending them to the A&Rs. And I think after a while, they're like, oh, these people are really focused. It helps them hear our songs with a certain lens, and it has led to more success that way.
So like Selena Gomez's Fetish, you produced it,
Yes.
right? How did that come about? Is that a song you already had?
I had been working with another producer, very talented, Jonas Jberg, and some other writers as well, and they had written that song. Production was like kind of sort of there. And at the time, we were being managed by our manager, who was head of A&R at Interscope. So we knew we had a good in there. They had asked us if we can kind of jump on board and help really put this thing together. At that time, also, we were very focused on trying to get music on Selena's project. So we had been sending track after track after track. So this was just one of those other ones that we said, hey, let's get this to Selena's team. Let's get this thing figured out production-wise and finish the writing. And we did just that. The label loved it. The next step was to get Selena to hear it and say, yeah, I like this. She agreed to record it. She originally wasn't too sure if she loved it or not. And then so she recorded it. We went in the studio with her for 2 days, did the vocals. And then when we sent the kind of the semi-finished version with her vocals on it, everyone was like, wow, this is great. You know, it didn't play on the radio endlessly and it wasn't like one of her big quote unquote hits, but it has become one of her kind of like her fan favorites. It's still one of her highest streaming songs.
You said something interesting though. You said that it's one of her most streamed songs and yet it wasn't a hit. How does that work?
Sometimes songs just speak to fans. So they just want to keep listening to it over and over again. I think if you look on her Spotify, it's up there on her like top 10 songs, I think.
How is a hit defined then? If that's not a hit, then what is?
Definition of a hit has changed so much.
Please be sure to follow, subscribe, and all that good stuff.